Douze Points! Hello Europe! Good morning Australia! Goeiedag Nederland! This is episode 20 of Beethoven 250 in 52 posts. Music competitions, Beethoven battles. That's what we're going to talk about. And a music competition is an important part of the education of young musical talent. It sets a very clear goal to work towards and improve your skills and musical qualities. I've had my share in it and it hasn't always been very easy, but it can be a very important stepping stone in building up a career. Like for instance the Beethoven competition that would have been held in Vienna last week, but obviously couldn't take place. Or in another genre, last night's Eurovision Song Festival, in which Beethoven actually once played a role. In Beethoven's time, music competitions didn't exist in the way we know them now. But there were other types of battles and showdowns in the form of piano duels. In his early life, Beethoven's most important patron was Prince Lichnowsky. Prince Lichnowsky had been the patron for Mozart before, and after Mozart's death in 1792, he had to find a new talent, which he found in Beethoven. Not a bad choice, again, and he took Beethoven into his household. Literally. Aristocrats, rich people, were supposed to be music lovers, and it was a matter of great prestige for them to sponsor a musical talent. During private concerts and other events, it was common practice to invite other musicians and to organize battles. Two pianists were given the same theme and they were supposed to improvise on it, show their musical skills, their creativity in the moment and impress the audience with it. And in the end, it would be decided by the audience who of the two was the best. So the first form of a music competition. Much to his dislike, Beethoven was involved in those piano duels. But he won them all without exceptions, leaving his opponents in awe or in great humiliation. But the juiciest story of all is that of the battle between Beethoven and Daniel Steibelt in 1800. After the performance of his own piano quintet, Daniel Steibelt started the fight with an improvisation on Beethoven's clarinet trio. And that was a big mistake. Daniel Steibelt was a virtuoso pianist and a respected composer, but also an extraordinarily vain, arrogant, extravagant and dishonest man, as I read in one of the music encyclopedias. And Beethoven wouldn't have agreed more, I guess, because he was outraged by Steibelt's improvisation over his clarinet trio. And on the way to the piano to give his own improvisation, he grasped one of the parts from the music stand, put it on the piano upside down and started to play the notes with one finger before he took off on his virtuoso improvisation, which obviously won the hearts of the audience. But what he couldn't know is that the actual cello part, which Beethoven had put onto the piano and with which he had ridiculed Steibelt, would evolve into a theme that would change the course of music history. It would become the basis for a very important and great set of piano variations, and would become part of the symphony that with a big bang would start the era in music history that we call Romanticism. This is really a wonderful, great piano piece, very hard as well, in which Beethoven's improvisation skills and his genius as a pianist really shows. I will play it for you as a whole soon in one of the episodes of Beethoven 250 in 52 posts, and then I'll definitely try to follow up on all the pedal signs that are in the score. And therefore we have to give Daniel Steibelt some credits, because he was one of the very first composers to write down what you have to do with pedaling, how you have to use the pedal whilst playing the piano. Beethoven actually followed up on that example immediately. So that's it for today. If you think this episode was Douze Points, please leave a donation through the link in the comments and support my series. Like and share it with your friends to spread the word, and see you next Sunday. Take care. Bye bye.